Well, as far as my experience is concerned, this was the most important thing that has happened in psychology through my lifetime. Of course, it didn't happen out of the blue. I did write an article on it, on just the history of, because there was, particularly after 2000, when positive psychology was officially born, there was this idea that this is an entirely new thing in psychology, and that is not the case. I wrote an article in which I pointed out as far back as William James in 1884 or somewhere around there, 1886. In his writings already you could see this kind of thing. William James was a sickly neurotic. He studied medicine, hardly could get through it, was interrupted. He went, I think he had a nervous breakdown and so on. And then he became almost the father of non-experimental psychology, although he was also good in that. And he became a top philosopher in America, overcoming an early part of his life that was very, very sad. And there are numerous such examples of people who had everything against them, and yet, for instance, the people who survived the Nazi concentration camps, some of them were in a desperate shape. But that was where Antonovsky got his idea. He studied women. The basic idea. He studied women who had been in the concentration camps, went to Israel eventually, and were at menopausal age at the time when he and some other people started studying them. And he said that there were those who were neurotic, those who were physically ill and so on, who were maladjusted people, but there was a significant proportion of them who were healthy, who were good mothers and grandmothers, who were active in their communities and so on. And now what was happening here? And that's where he placed the emphasis, and that was the start of his thinking in that kind of direction. Maslow decided to study self-actualizing people. They do. So I think that is the thing that seems to me to stand out. There was a gradual growth in a positive outlook on psychology. And it wasn't born overnight. It came a long way. Slowly, gradually, people became aware of it.